we go, man. Your worst take, man. Right off the bat, straight up. I'm gonna give it an F. I'll let you ponder on what you think I'm talking about here. But yeah, I think it's terrible that Dennis Rodman said, and you agreed to an extent that if LeBron was back in their time, the 90's, that he wouldn't unanimously be, the second best player in the league. Scottie Pippen's got something to say with that, and you said you agree. Scottie wouldn't be outright, but you think he's in that LeBron would be in that tier with him, right?
Yes,
Maybe in the same tier. If Kawhi Leonard was in that time, you think Kawhi Leonard would be in that discussion as well. I think it's laughable. I think it's for some reason LeBron's always had the disrespect, especially since his Jordan documentaries came out. The disrespect is on a high, man. Scottie Pippen I don't want to slight Scottie Pippen. He was a good player. He's a great Robin. He's a great Robin, but Robin, we're comparing a Robin to a Batman. Like, come on. We're comparing a Robin to a Batman.
LeBron James was labeled the chosen one coming out of high school. What you mean he's always been disrespected?
No, by the older generation. Oh yeah, they disrespect all the new school players. They think they think
What kind of disrespect you heard towards like a Kawhi Leonard?
Because Kawhi Leonard doesn't have the label as this great, or he doesn't have the Kevin Durant, the Steph Curry, or the LeBron label.
He's not. Kawhi Leonard didn't leave the Spurs after winning championships and after winning a Finals MVP. Went to Toronto, which was famous every single year going to the finals and not winning, or not going to the finals, but going to the playoffs and not making it to the finals and not winning. He goes there, he wins the championship there, he brings the championship there, so that shows his worth. And then he leaves and goes to the Clippers to start his own, to see what he can do there, to really continue his legacy there. It's different than Kevin Durant and LeBron James. These guys built their own legacies the way they did, and the OGs, the reason they think about them that way is because that's the way they built themselves. They did it themselves. They did it to themselves.
But to the extent to where they'll go along saying they couldn't last in this era. He's 7-foot shooter. Kevin Durant wouldn't last. Yeah, okay. 265, 6'9" point guard wouldn't last. Okay. But anyway, going back to this, Scottie Pippen, I don't want to slight him because I think Scottie Pippen was a good player. Like, it was before our time, but we have enough to, watch and see that he was a good player. But
For sure.
He wasn't what LeBron is and what he's done for the game and the accomplishments he has, and exceeding the pressure he had coming out of high school. I think it's just it trumps whatever that Scottie Pippen's skill set is, or all his accomplishments. Scottie Pippen's a 3-time All-NBA player, first team, 3 times. LeBron's been in the league 17 years. I guarantee he's around 13, 14 first team All-NBAs. LeBron's 16-time All-Star. Scottie Pippen was a 7. LeBron's got 4 MVPs. Scottie's got none. LeBron's got 3 Finals MVPs. Scottie's got none.
Circumstance too, like the teams they're playing with. LeBron, it's different. If LeBron never played with a Michael Jordan, like it's completely different when you're talking about the type of players they're playing with, the teammates they have around them, the circumstances they're playing in, everything.
But that wouldn't have anything to do with the first. You could play with Jordan and still get first All-NBA team more than 3 times. You could be higher in the MVP discussion.
That's the point, though, is that Scottie Pippen has always been seen as undervalued and underrated. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So if he was properly seen as what he was, then maybe he wouldn't have 13, 14 All-NBAs, but he'd have 10, 11.
Possibly. Sure. I just think that what Scottie Pippen, the difference between him and LeBron. I mean, LeBron's better at almost everything outside of, you can argue, defense. LeBron was a pretty damn good defender his whole career. He picked it back up this year. But
as good a defender as Pippen.
It wasn't as good as a defender as Pippen or as recognized as a defender, but LeBron would guard 1 through 5, 1 through 4 easily. He shut down an MVP Derrick Rose in 2011 in the playoffs. So LeBron's about that on defense back in his prime, and he's back to it this year. But anyways, LeBron's a better passer. LeBron's a better shooter. LeBron's a better all-around scorer. LeBron's a better playmaker. Scottie Pippen was good at his role. He had his role of play defense, be a sidekick to MJ. LeBron's role ain't to ever to be a sidekick.
What about when Jordan left those couple of years? Scottie Pippen had to pick up his game I know you watched The Last Dance. There was a lot of talk about when Jordan left, Scottie Pippen was the best player in the NBA.
Yeah, that's what they said.
And he brought up his scoring average. He was averaging around 21 to 22 a game, points-wise. Assists around 5 to 6 and rebounds 7 to 8. So he's not too far from LeBron.
That's far from LeBron.
And compare eras, though. If he played in today's three-point era, I'm pretty sure his scoring average would bump up quite a bit.
See, we don't know that. See, that's like I could argue if
to take threes. Everybody that's playing today, it's you didn't have no centers taking threes in the 90s. And if you're definitely going to be taking more threes.
But who knows if they're going to be good at it? Like, you got players like Scottie Pippen who are about his frame set, not necessarily good three-point shooters. Draymond Green, the other players along the, who's like 6'9", 230, that never developed that consistent jumper. But I don't think that
90s he would have a lesser scoring average than he does now.
Probably. Oh no. In the night, yeah. I mean, it's hard for that. I don't like judging like that era part of it because it's something that they weren't working on. So it's like I don't know if he would develop a 3-point shot. I don't know if you know what I mean. I don't know if the game of speed would be different for him. But it does that's besides the point because Scottie Pippen wasn't even the second best player in the league in the 90s. So does that make Karl Malone better than LeBron? Does that make Hakeem Olajuwon better than LeBron? David Robinson? Are they just did Scottie pass all of them? Or all those guys past LeBron as well. Is like LeBron falling from universally recognized the third, fourth best player in the world to like the 9th, 10th, 11th now. Skip Bayless got you on his payroll or what?
No, see, and there's the best argument you have right there, and that's why I say in the realm and I don't say outright. Scottie Pippen, you're right. He might not have been even the second best player in the world. You do have the Karl Malones, the Olajuwon. You have the different players there that could have been better. But Scottie Pippen was within those players as top 5, 7, 8, wherever you want to kind of put these players in. And I think if LeBron was in there, LeBron would be one of those players as well. And it'd be kind of interchangeable there as far as who you want to take. Just like in the 2000s, you could argue Shaq, Tim Duncan. I think it'd be one of those things where it's these guys play they play similar positions, I guess you could say, about Scottie Pippen and LeBron as far as being a point forward and everything like that. But
I think we're sliding LeBron so much, man. To now, Pippen was universally recognized as a top 50 player. I don't think if you're the second best player in the league, you're in your era, you're a top 50 player. I just think I don't know why this is now a discussion that Scottie Pippen and LeBron. It feels like Scottie Pippen has now passed up Larry Bird, has now passed up, Malone, Barkley, all these guys. He's passed up. Scottie Pippen's in the conversation. Let me tell you this. Scottie's in the conversation with Carmelo Anthony, Paul Pierce. He's in those cats. Don't jump to LeBron. He ain't in there.
See, this is where you're taking the argument and taking it the wrong way. Dennis Rodman never said he's greater all time than LeBron James. Right? You're taking all his accolades, everything he's done career-wise, and then you're comparing that to Scottie Pippen. LeBron James is a greater all-time player than Scottie Pippen, and 100%, your whole Larry Bird argument, 100%, you're 100% right with that. But we're not talking about all-time career legacy. He's saying if he played in the 90s, at that time, Scottie Pippen would be better than LeBron James.
I don't see where Rodman, I don't know how he goes with that because Scottie Pippen is not better at anything but one thing than LeBron. So if we're back in the 90s, there's one thing Scottie's better at. If that one's like literally blasphemous to me because it just doesn't. I can't comprehend. I want to know the things Rodman said on what he's better at. I want him to name like at least 2, other than defense. And Scottie Pippen was watching that Last Dance. He's a quitter. He's a quitter. So I don't know if quitters were the second best player in the league or something like that. We can
you call him a quitter?
Yeah. Remember, he wanted to quit? Yeah, I'm sitting out. Oh, I'm sitting out. I'm doing this. I don't want to play. I mean, I get it, the money thing, but he run out.
Justified it. And Scottie Pippen's also been slighted for being that game where he was like sick and had a migraine and he wasn't able to see and whatever, blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. Last time I checked, LeBron James was sitting in the finals because he was cramping.
Yeah, and a doctor came on ESPN and said there's no way you could play with that. That's hard. Cramp's harder than a migraine, man. Cramp, you can't physically move.
You call a spade, man.
You cramps, you can't physically move. Migraine, I'm not saying the migraine, that's hard. Like, if it's like, if it's.
See, he said he couldn't, bro.
Yeah, you think MJ believed that? No.
I know he did it. That's the thing, though. That's the whole part of the argument. I don't know. I think I'm saying wrong,
But yeah. Anyways, I don't think Scottie Pippen would. I think LeBron would be. LeBron's closer to Jordan. That's the argument that LeBron would be in. LeBron, Jordan, not LeBron and Scottie Pippen. That's why I think it's it's a terrible take from you and Rodman.
All right, legacy-wise, I agree with you, but I just don't think it's legacy. But